Your credit score is the most important number in your financial life that almost nobody ever taught you about. It decides whether you get approved for a home. It controls the interest rate on your car loan. It affects whether landlords will rent to you. Some employers even check it before making a hiring decision. And here is the part that should make you angry. According to the Federal Trade Commission, 1 in 5 Americans has a verifiable error on their credit report, an error that is actively hurting their score right now, and most of them have no idea it exists. In 2026, according to Experian's State of Credit report, the average American's credit utilization jumped to 36.1%. That single number is costing millions of people tens of thousands of dollars in higher interest over their lifetimes. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix your credit score fast. The strategies are ranked by how many points they actually move. Fastest first. Real data, real numbers, and real results. Let's get into it. Before you fix anything, you need to understand exactly what controls your score. Most people focus on the wrong things. In the USA, your FICO score runs from 300 to 850. Here is exactly what makes it up. 35% is payment history. This is the single biggest factor. One payment that is 30 days late can drop your score by 50 to 110 points almost instantly. 30% is credit utilization. This is how much of your available credit you are actually using. It is the fastest thing you can change, and most people are doing it completely wrong. 15% is the length of your credit history. This is how long your accounts have been open. That is exactly why closing your oldest cards can hurt you. 10% is your credit mix. Having different types of credit, like cards, loans, and a mortgage, actually helps. The final 10% is new credit and hard inquiries. Every time you apply for credit, your score dips temporarily. In the UK, the system works differently. Experian scores run from 0 to 999. Equifax runs from 0 to 700. TransUnion runs from 0 to 710. There is no single universal score. Every lender calculates their own risk score from your credit file, not just from one number, but the same principles apply. Payment history and utilization are the two biggest levers you can pull. Now let's get into the strategies, ranked by speed and impact. This is strategy 1 because it delivers the most points in the shortest time of anything on this list. Credit utilization is your total credit card balances divided by your total credit limits. If you have $10,000 in credit limits and you carry $3,600, that is 36% utilization. The conventional advice says to stay under 30%. That advice is wrong if you want maximum points. Here is what the data actually shows. FICO's own published research reveals that people with scores above 800 carry an average utilization of just 5.7%. The scoring curve is not linear. Going from 50% down to 30% gives you far less improvement than going from 12% down to 5%. According to Experian's 2026 State of Credit report, the average American's utilization has spiked to 36.1%. That is up from 21.3% in 2024. It has almost doubled. That means the majority of Americans are right now absorbing an active scoring penalty. Your target is to get below 10%. Ideally, get below 7%. Dropping your utilization below 7% can add 20 to 50 points in a single billing cycle. So here is how to do it. Option 1 is to pay down your balances. This is the most powerful move. Option 2 is to request a credit limit increase. Same balance, higher limit, means a lower utilization percentage. In the UK, simply call your bank and ask for a limit increase. But do not spend the extra credit. This is purely a math move. Option 3 is to pay your credit card twice a month. Many people pay in full every month but still show high utilization. That happens because the statement balance reports before the payment clears. Paying once mid-cycle and again at the end fixes this instantly. Now let's talk about strategy 2. This is the strategy with the highest potential point gain, because if you have errors, fixing them costs nothing and can add 25 to over 100 points. The FTC found that 1 in 5 consumers, that is 20% of people, has a verified error on at least one credit report. An error significant enough to affect their score. That is potentially millions of people losing points for mistakes they did not even make. So here are the common errors to look for. Accounts that are not yours, because mixed files are more common than you think. Payments marked late that you actually paid on time. Duplicate accounts, where the same debt shows up twice. Incorrect balances or credit limits. And accounts that should have been removed already. Most negative items fall off after 7 years. Bankruptcies fall off after 10 years. In the USA, pull your free reports from annualcreditreport.com. All 3 bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, remain free weekly through 2026. Dispute any errors directly with the bureau online. They have 30 to 45 days to investigate. In 2026, FCRA amendments have strengthened dispute timelines, making disputes more effective than ever. In the UK, check all 3 agencies separately and check them for free. ClearScore uses Equifax data, free, with no impact on your score. Credit Karma uses TransUnion data, also free with no impact. And the Experian free tier lets you check your Experian file. If you find an error, dispute it directly with that agency. You also have the legal right to add a 200-word notice of correction to your file. This lets you explain any exceptional circumstances, like illness or redundancy. Lenders must read this note before making a decision. Now let's move to strategy 3. Payment history is 35% of your FICO score. It is the single biggest factor of all. But here is what most people do not understand about late payments. They are not all equal. A payment 30 days late means significant score damage. A payment 60 days late means severe damage. A payment 90 or more days late is a major red flag. And going to collections means years of damage. Research from Middle Tennessee State University confirms this. Even one payment more than 30 days late can have a significant negative effect on your score immediately. The fix here is not willpower, it is automation. Set up autopay for at least the minimum payment on every single account. You can always pay more manually, but the minimum autopay means you never miss the deadline. In the UK, set up direct debits for your minimum payments. Also, make sure your name is on every utility bill at your address. That means gas, electricity, council tax, and broadband. Every on-time bill payment that gets reported builds your credit file faster. Now let's cover strategy 4. This section has one powerful move for each country. If you are in the UK, register to vote today, right now. This is the single fastest credit score boost available to anyone in the UK. Being on the Electoral roll at your current address is how lenders verify your identity. If you're not on it, many mainstream lenders will auto-decline you, no matter what else is on your file. Registering takes just 5 minutes at gov.uk, register to vote. Credit reference agencies pick up the data within 4 to 6 weeks. The typical score uplift is 50 to 100 points. The cost is 0 and the time is minimal. If you're in the USA, use the Authorized user trick. Ask a trusted family member with an old, well-managed credit card to add you as an authorized user. Their long history and low utilization can report onto your file and lift your score. You do not even need to use the card. So let's bring this all together. Start with utilization because it moves the most points the fastest. Then dispute every error because that is free money you are leaving on the table. Automate your payments so you never take a new hit. And use the country-specific move that fits you, whether that is the electoral roll or an authorized user account. None of this requires paying a credit repair company. Every strategy here is something you can do yourself, for free, starting today. Fixing your score is not about luck. It is about understanding the system and pulling the right levers in the right order. Start with one strategy this week and watch the numbers move.